Thank you for tuning in to my part 3 upgrade video for my SMT10 grave digger. Now, in the last video or the video before, I showed you that I was upgrading spur gear to the steel spur gear, the 32P to the 56T. There's the number for you. Now these two, I was waiting on them from my local hobby shop to get them for me, and it's been weeks. The slipper pads were out of stock on the Axial Racing website, and then I was also wanting to get this pinion gear also, which is the 32P 13T steel spur gear. Now then I saw that this was out of stock on the Axial Racing. I got them from different eBay sellers, so I'm ready to go. And remember that I am going to be using the motor and the ESC for the Traxxas Velineon extreme brushless power system. So I'm going to take off the two round metal pieces because I need those to fit on my new setup. Alright, I got one of the slipper pads on. You gotta take this sticky back off, and then you can see that the outline on the steel spur gear is the same outline for the slipper pad. So all you gotta do is line it up and then put it on. Last night I was showing you guys that I was gonna be using this pinion gear 32P 13T steel 5mm motor shaft. I went to my local hobby shop and they hooked me up with this. It's 13T 32P steel spur gear, and it is by Robinson Racing Products. So I'm gonna be using that on the motor shaft, and this other one I'll probably be putting on eBay to sell it. The one on the right is from Axial, and the one on the left is the new one that I got today, the Robinson Racing Products. And you can tell the difference between the 5mm motor shaft and the 3mm motor shaft. Alright, I put on the new pinion gear on the motor shaft and made sure everything was tightened down pretty securely. And now the next step will be placing the motor onto the truck and tightening it down. I got the Velineon motor installed to the transmission with the spur gear and the pinion gear, and then I also then mounted it back onto the truck. I have the 3 wires that come from the Velineon motor up around here on the right hand side and connected. Here's now what it looks like on the left hand side. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna plug the battery in here on the left hand side, because I gotta put the gravedigger driver and mount him next.